Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. This live stream is going to focus on dividing fractions. Our first example is 3/4 divided by 2/5, and I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So dividing fractions is really just an extension of multiplying fractions. We don't do any actual dividing here. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a multiplication problem using keep, change, flip. So step one, the first fraction in the problem we keep the same. So 3/4 we keep. Next, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And then the second fraction, we flip it. So the denominator becomes the numerator, and the numerator becomes the denominator. So keep, change, and flip. Now we're ready to multiply. 3 times 5 equals 15. 4 times 2 equals 8. We have our answer. 3/4 divided by 2/5 equals 15/8. All right, moving on to the next example problem. All right, example problem number 2, we have 2/7 divided by 9/10. So again, step one, we keep. We're going to keep 2/7 the same. Step two, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Step three, we flip. So the denominator becomes the numerator becomes the denominator. We just flipped 9/10 to 10/9. And now from there, we simply multiply our numerators and denominators. So 2 times 10 equals 20. 7 times 9 equals 63. And we have our final answer. Two sevenths divided by 9/10 equals 20/63. All right, moving on to the next example problem. Probably going to do about 3 more examples before we call it a video. Most likely, we'll see how it goes. Most likely we'll do 3 more examples. All right, 3/7 divided by 4/5. So again, step one, we keep. We're going to keep 4/7 the same. Step two, we change. Step three, we flip. So the denominator becomes the numerator becomes the denominator. Four times 5 equals 20. 7 times 4 equals 28. So we have our answer. 4/7 divided by 4/5 equals 20/28. Again, my answers are not reduced to lowest terms. 20/28 can be reduced, but the reducing fractions to lowest terms, I make that its own video. So for this live stream, 20/28 we will leave as our final answer. All right, next example. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm. All right, so we have 1/3 divided by 7/8. So step one, we keep 1/3 the same. We change the division sign to a multiplication sign, and 7/8 we flip it. So our denominator becomes our numerator, and our numerator becomes our denominator. And now we are ready to multiply. 1 times 8 equals 8. 3 times 7 equals 21. And we have our final answer. One-third divided by 7/8 equals 8/21. All right, moving on to the next example problem. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. So we have 3/4 divided by 11/12. So step 1 we keep 3/4 the same. Next we change. We change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Next we flip. So the denominator becomes the numerator, and the numerator becomes the denominator. So now we're ready to multiply. 3 times 12 equals 36. 4 times 11 equals 44, and we have our answer. 3/4 divided by 11/12 equals 36/44. Now, even though 36/44 is not in lowest terms, the reducing fractions to lowest terms, I'm going to make that a separate video or separate live stream. So for this video, we are going to leave that as our final answer. All right, and that is my live stream for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, and if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments, and I will do a future video on that skill, or I'll try to do a future video on that skill, depending on how many requests I get. But until next time, I'm Mr. Camilleri, and this is the Mr. Camilleri Show.